Yeah, the arrangement is still going on. We have to wait for another few minutes.
Okay, sir. Okay.
Sorry to keep you waiting. Lakhanji, can you on your video? Hello, Lakhan?
With Shakti and the Shakti event.
Yes.
So, firstly, I'd like to welcome our National President and our beloved Mr. N.S. Chandrasekhar from all the way from Delhi. He's been traveling a lot and it's an early morning flight and he's here. Thank you so much for being with us, sir. And also our first lady, Chandrasekhar. She's also a wellness coach and so we've been supporting the Bangalore chapter. A lot of support efforts have been also putting with us to bring forth many programs in this region. And I welcome Satipati, and she is Vijayawada president and also chair for Shakti 2022. Welcome. And welcome our beloved regional director, Mr. T. Nagaraj. So welcome, sir. And most important lady, Shakti behind the Shakti. These are our parents, these are management women chair. So welcome you, ma'am. And speakers here, so Shama Jain, she has traveled all the way from Indore. She is Indore represented. So welcome you, ma'am. And also actually Gujarati. So welcome you, ma'am. And Ms. Willie Mitumdar. So welcome you, ma'am. Welcome you, and all the speakers and our past president of Asia Bangalore chapter, Mr. Parwan. Welcome you, sir. Also, Mr. Madhukar. He is also president and he is also Bangalore for Bangalore chapter and national students here. So welcome you, Mr. Madhukar. And each and everyone here. So we have seen many chapter representations here. So people are from Mysore chapter, Kochi, Trivandrum, Chennai, Hyderabad, Pune, Mumbai, and many other chapters. So good to see you, all of you here. And thank you for our HQ for supporting us to put up this first ever Shakti 2022 show. And it's a national mega event. And thank you for supporting. And so this conversation started in the month of April. And when we were doing and planning for this program, we were discussing on what we can do. So in our manifesto also, we had women empowerment. So we are discussing and then doing some programs on women. And so this is the idea by Deepa. We're discussing, and she said there are 55 speakers, women speakers in Israel, and where can we make use of them for all for the new programs? So that's where it started, and then she worked from April, and then she coined this name, and then I mean there's a big team behind her, and I'm using Deepa's name, but Deepa and team, so there are many, and everything has been set by women in Israel. So thank you so much for that, and it's not an easy task, and Deepa has been tirelessly working with our team. So without team effort, it would have happened. So thank you, and sorry, thank you, Rajesh. We are welcoming. But only thing is, what is the difference is? So we are starting with a gratitude, right? So every successful man there is a woman behind it, right? So if you see in each and every area there is a woman, and there are no less than that. And also today, incidentally, our Team Narendra Modi's birthday too. And from 2014, he has been putting a lot of effort in women empowerment. He's doing a lot of programs around women empowerment. So this day we are also celebrating our event, and also today many industries like architecture and we are talking about sustainability, we talk about the green building, and our national theme is around that, right? So around that we wanted to do a program, and then that's what Shakti is in front of you all. So I request each one of you to attend this session, and it's very informative, and a lot of speakers and panel discussions are there. So again, welcome you all and enjoy the session. Thanks so much.
Thank you.
So much, sir. It was wonderful and kind words. I think rightly said, women at Ishne have been doing a lot of effort in the last 2 months. You've been seeing, and thanks to national president support as well. You've been able to have a Shakti 2022 event. With that note, I will request Mr. National President and for taking also share a few words.
Very good morning to you all. Again, I'm back in the city. This is a city where I started my career. That's why I have very fond memories of this place. In 1983, when I joined voters I joined in Mumbai. But within a few months, they somehow decided that I am fit for Bangalore, not for Mumbai. So I was transferred to Bangalore, and that's how we have been here. So I'm very happy to see some great leaders present here. And I'm very used to giving, standing here and then giving a lecture, and very used to see a lot of members of history and non-members of history present. And I will see only a percentage of population of women present there. Today, I am seeing the reverse of that. I am seeing a small percentage of men present here, and then I am seeing majority of the women we are here, which gives us great happiness. I can see that HPSC and our industry is having so many influential and interested people in that. In life, we give first respect to mother. A woman, that's the foremost in our mind. We call it Bharata Mata. We don't call it Bharata Pita. Okay, that's a different thing. But then we call it Bharata Mata. Bharata Mata ki jai. That is what is always we talk about. So that is what is there in our heart. And in life, there is always a woman. There is always a woman who is behind us. I am telling you, in my life also, in my life, as well as in the society, as well as in the industry, I have been fortunate enough to have the First Lady of History today with me for the last 39 years, giving me the perfect friend, philosopher, guide, the principles, and allowing me to perform the way I can, and at every step being with me. And that gives me a great happiness that yes, the women of today are ready or willing or more than willing to take the nation forward. It's not only the life of people, but take the entire nation forward. The perfect example of those things also we can see in everybody's life of the leaders of the industry present here. There are so many leaders of the industry who are leading their organizations so very well and successfully conducting the businesses. We have seen so many leaders in our whole country as such. They are leading the country in a different way. We have the President of India, a lady. Today, we have our Finance Minister, a lady today. So you can see how they are all contributing. It's not a commanding, but it's a contributing to the growth of the nation. When such a thing happens, how can HVAC and our field can be different from that? That is where history, Indian Society of Heating, Refrigerating and Air Conditioning Engineers definitely said that we have to give preference. We have to make sure that in history, we have inclusivity, we have making sure that the women of history are contributors to that cause of history. The mission of history is basically knowledge dissemination. That is what is our vision of history. In the field of HVAC and R, we want to disseminate the knowledge what we have. We want to learn from the professionals what we want to learn, And then we want to educate those people who want to educate themselves. And at the same time, we want to look at the students and, and guide them with the career path. And also at the last but not the least, we are interested in scientific research and developing the standards that are required, which are required for the industry, and based on those scientific research which we are undertaking. So these are our vision. And if we have to carry this vision forward, we need to have a theme. We need to have some sort of a focus on which we go through this vision. And this year, that focus has been what Anand and we have been talking about, that Prithvi, Paryavaran and Parivartan. Other than the best person in our country can emphasize it more than our Prime Minister, Honorable Prime Minister Narendra Modi ji, who has declared that India will achieve net zero emission by 2070, and he has given that Panchamrit what we need to do, the steps, 5 steps which we need to do that. Out of these 5 steps, HVAC plays a very important and prominent
Lakhanji, kya hua? What happened? We are not able to see your video. Hello, Lakhanji.
plenty. At
Yes.
one point of time, we had very few leaders in history. Today, we have number of leaders who are cropped up in history. This is all because of and if you look at an HVAC field, an HVAC industry cannot survive without a building industry, without a civil structure. What are the air conditioning? What are the climate control we are talking about? Where are we talking about? There has to be a structure for that. The structure has to come from a structural engineer. It has to come from an architect. So the architectural field is involved. I talked to you about sustainability. If we have to make this world sustainable, we have to make our HVAC system energy conservation system. If we have to make the HVAC system energy conservation system, there have to be proper controls available. And if these proper controls have to be available, we need electronics engineers. We need control specialists in that. And these are the people who are all part of the industry, which is the HVAC industry. And you can see that the HVAC industry is a mix of so many fields of engineering. So where is that we are talking about only mechanical engineering? It's just one portion of it. So mechanical engineering, civil engineering, electrical engineering, architecture, electronics, computer sciences. Today we are operating conditioning system through our mobile phone sitting here. I can see in my project what kind of in that project whether the energy efficiency whatever I have declared is being maintained or not. Where is the problem? They are able to give remote solution sitting at their offices. What could be the problem? You rectify this problem, it will become okay. Lives are becoming much easier. The IoT and the internet and the BMS which is there, which is helping us a lot. So you can see that it is a mixture of all the industries, and that's what we need to spread to the engineering students field. Do not get bogged down by thinking that only one field is going to sustain you. A field of HVAC is something growing rapidly. You know, we remember a stage when in our residences, hardly we used to have just a refrigerator at our home. Slowly it grew to a stage where we will have air conditioner at home. Today we are thinking of complete air conditioning of the home because the comfort levels have increased. So that is the level of a normal residence. Can you imagine the level of industry? Can you imagine the level of commercial buildings? Everybody needs air conditioning, and there is no commercial building without air conditioning. So the demand is there, the volumes are increasing, and that's how the opportunities for the student members and the students to come into this field is increasing. And if that is increasing, why only think of one particular branch of engineering? You do your basic engineering in the core fields and then do the specializations in whatever you want. You will have plenty of opportunity to go into any field you want. So that is the education we can give. And our women in Israel take up this task of combining the youth, combining the students and educating them. The last but not the least, the one other important activity which Israel takes up is that educating the children who are the K to 12 students, what we call as K to 12, which is the kindergarten to the 12th standard students. We teach them good values. We teach them how to improve their mind, you know, in terms of mind, whatever the mind things, which I see even today lacking in many engineering professionals. I'm sorry to say that, but that it is true. When you ask him a simple multiplication, he will take out a calculator and immediately he will calculate. I say, why do you want to do a calculate? 15 into 7, you need a calculator to calculate that? You don't need a calculator. We are all used to that. We all came from a era when we never had a calculator. We didn't know what a calculator was. We came from an era where the slide rule was there for calculation of these things. So that is the thing. So most of the things was mind. So the mind was active. Today the mind is becoming dull. So we want to educate the young children from the, on the principle, how they can take up the, you utilize their mind and become sharp in their mind. So, and we are giving them values of various research scholars and other people. We educate them on that, and that's an important activity which they are taking up. And of course, their contribution in the field of HVAC is equal to none. They are definitely very much having the expertise. And as Anand was mentioning, we have so much of women faculty amongst us who can give lectures in various technical topics we want. And the finest example is today. I'm sure all of you will go back enriching yourself with all the information which you can take from here. And this is the very first time that this program is being held up. And when Deepa called me up and said that I am planning a program on a national level, I want a program here, I said, do it. Let this be a model program because it's the very first time you are doing it. I'm sure a small, every small drop will become, multiply into a very big ocean or a very big pool of water. So I'm sure I can see this program growing up in a very big way in the coming future. And I thank all the women and all the men behind. Normally they say woman is behind a successful man. I am seeing here the men are behind the successful women. So thank you for all of you and welcome and I wish this program a grand success. Thank you.
Over to Satya.
Good morning, everyone. It's really a pleasure to be in Namma Bengaluru. It's always, Bengaluru, like Sandra, has been like a home for us. And now coming back to Israel, I think when Women in History was started, I think I was one of the almost the first women in History member, and I used to see only just two people, in the conferences, and myself and Nivedita used to be the two people, plus Roshni. No one was there. Then slowly it started developing, and today it is amazing. There are so many women members, and all of us together, we are driving the HVAC engine or the HVAC forward towards the development and research. Everything is happening today, and all thanks to Women in History and the lovely audience who has been present over here. I think we are going to be enriched with plenty of knowledge, and let's all have a great day. Thanks, Deepa, for all the information. So it is going to be a wonderful day. Thank you.
And Sanjay ma'am for this kind and wonderful work. We kind of raised the bar from women membership. I think Shakti is going to be a breaker in terms of women membership, and I'm sure we're going to see such events monthly or yearly in the wish. I'm sure we're going to do that. With that high spirit and what I'm doing with Shakti 2022 Chairperson Dr. Sandipati Baji to share a few words.
Morning, everyone.
Good morning.
Morning, everyone.
Morning.
Morning, everyone.
Morning.
Yeah. So it is all very good to be here, and good morning, Wonder Woman and gentlemen. So earlier it was ladies and gentlemen, but now I wanted to say Wonder Woman because all the women here are like motivational. We don't need any motivation anymore. We are in a stage where we have to motivate the men now, and even men are accepting that. That is a good thing. And sir, I think, sir, Chandra sir, I want you to be the witness here. In 40 years of Ishre, you have been since beginning of the Ishre. Did you ever see this much of colorful event or a very lively event anywhere? Like you can see so many women, like 70% of the women. It is in the history of Ishre, this is the first time, the first ever national mega event that is happening. Just a dedicated program for women. And see, just see, how colorful this flyer is. Right? All women, you don't see even one man here. Right? Isn't it good? I'll never forget that, but still I want to motivate the women. So the good thing is here, I just wanted to say that women in Ishre here today, what we are having today is not just because we have already suddenly formed overnight or something. We had women since beginning, like Sandhya ma'am said. So Sangeeta ma'am, Sandhya ma'am, Roshni ma'am, Nivedita ma'am, we have a lot of women who are supporting Ishre from years together, and that is where Women in Ishre is here today doing our national program on ourselves. Like we have planned it, and it's a total women program which is planned and organized. And definitely, I have to say that this is the dream of Deepa to create a wonderful platform where all the members, women members from India can come forward, and she wanted to connect all the industry experts as well. Today, we are also having a lot of architects sitting here who are supporting Ishre. That is a great thing, and I welcome all the architects also into this field because we all are already, Sandhya ma'am and Chandra sir have stolen my words, so I don't have many words to say. So it is an integrated approach today. If we want anything, it is an integrated approach, and this is a great platform to connect with one another. And thanks to all the chapters, we have delegates here from north, south, east, and everywhere. All the chapters were so supportive, and they have sent their women chairs and also the women experts in their particular zones also. And almost 20 to 25 delegates from other cities and other parts of India are on the way. They're coming from airport and they will be joining very soon with us. That's a great thing, and I would like to show my gratitude towards the host chapter Bangalore. They have come forward to host this particular event, and the way they were supporting was like it's like a totally different experience. It is so warm. They were so supportive, and you don't even believe there are days when we had meetings till 10:30 in the night, and whole Bangalore CWC was there in the meeting supporting all this program. I would like to especially thank the Bangalore chapter for their support. Thank you so much, and I'm sure you will be going back with a lot of knowledge, and we have a lot of technical sessions and all. Earlier we used to do motivational programs, as I said. Now we don't need any motivational programs, only just few words of motivation is enough for us. It is going to be a technically packed program with a lot of fun. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you so very much, Dr. Sandipani Baji, for the kind word. You said you would motivate me. I think that's a nice way of kind of saying, but yeah, we'll look forward. And I think great way to start. Thank you for bringing it in Bangalore, to Mama City, Bangalore, Shakti event. And speaking on Deepa ma'am, I've been seeing Deepa ma'am working tirelessly for the last 2 months, day in, day out, working, and of course, with the financial support. So over to Deepa ma'am to kind of share a few words.
Hazun team, can you hear everything perfect?
So I always say like Sandeep, keep my note at the end. Everyone has spoken about it. What do I speak now? And I can't be more candid than Sandipani. So I just took Sandipani 2 days, a few months back, and I have done the right choice. Thank you. So Shakti, when we say Shakti, it's the power of women. So we took almost like 15 days. We were looking all Sanskrit words. What do we call this program? And this program should guarantee that not only in Bangalore we are doing it, it should get impacted. It should get spread across all the chapters in the across the India. So 15 days we took. We were all the Sanskrit words. We were looking 10 to 20 combinations. So Shakti was the one which was most striking. So this guarantees that yes, this brings a unique platform for the women in this industry. So the Shakti will not stop here. It will grow continue as Chandra sir said. So we started in Bangalore because Bangalore has many such debuts. Their initiative was really wonderful programs. And yes, and the one important thing I want to make here is everyone asked because your team, yourself, you're making Shakti. How is it different from other Ishre programs? I said we are not making anything different here. And if you see the topics, are they new? Nothing. We are not making any new topics. The only thing you'll be hearing from it women more. And only thing is when you're addressing it, you see a lot of colorful women faces. I said we are bored of seeing only men faces all throughout the sessions, throughout the year. So let's make it different. So that's the difference Shakti is making. I would like to emphasize here the contribution from Chandra sir when I initially started it. He said, "Go ahead." That's what our first meeting is. Because this is a wonderful event, definitely I will go ahead. Our Anand sir and Bangalore team, I hats off you to sir. As Sandipani said, tireless. They've been working with us for the past 1.5 months. This is not easy. Let me be very frank with you. It is not as many people sitting over there know. It's not a very easy thing to get the women from, especially when you're making technical sessions. You're saying something like this because we have been conducting a lot of women programs. The first request comes to me, Deepa, can you make it online? This is the first request we have been getting it. And I've been hearing, we made that attempt, online sessions, we have been doing it. That was not really effective. When you meet people, when you see face to face, that's the networking space here. I see Divya, Durga team, the Volta team, a lot many companies here. When you come together, you would have seen our phones, right? You would have talked over it. When you come over here, the face is, oh, you are that person. Oh, we are talking about food. We are did this, the business conception. This makes the difference of the physical sessions. So coming back to Shakti, and we have got a tremendous support from the chapters across Ishre. We have 15 chapters. Women have come here from 15 different cities. Their chapter presidents, they have made the arrangements for the women to travel. So tremendous effort from the chapter president, from the women team, from the Ishre, from all of the chapters. Thank you very much. Let this be the start and let this never go ending. Thank you. Thank you all. Enjoy the show.
Thank you so very much, ma'am, for this nice, wonderful words. Lastly, I would request Ishre Auntie Southman Nagaraj sir to share a few words.
Good morning to all. I once again, on behalf of Ishre Bangalore chapter, warm welcome to you all. Now I acknowledge Chennai chapter president Mr. Pan to say is also present here. Sir, welcome to you, sir. So once again, I welcome all 15 to 22 chapters. Delegates are here. It is really a wonderful program that Women at Ishre is conducting. Actually, when 2017 and 18, when Vishal Kapoor's time and I was the Bangalore president, he told, no, no, we have to start from Bangalore. The first woman member in a committee is inducted is Deepa and Nisha Nair. From there onward, I think Bangalore has taken a lead in all. Now she has become a national women's state. Congratulations, madam. I think she will be the role model for all Nisha members, women members. I wish you all the very best for the program and that's it to the program. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Bangalore sir. So, as a token of appreciation and momentum, I would request the Eastern Bangalore chapter president to hand over the momentum to National President Chandrasekhar sir and First Lady Sandhya Chandrasekhar. I would request Women State Bangalore chapter Harsha to hand over the momentum to Shakti 2022 chairperson Dr. Sani Panipati. Harsha, please cover the tab, hand over the momentum. I would request Dr. Sandipani Vati to hand over the momentum to Vishray RT Southman Nagaraj sir. I would request Eastern National President Chandrasekhar sir to hand over the momentum to Eastern Bangalore Chapter President Anand sir. And I would request Eastern Bangalore Chapter President Anand sir to hand over the momentum to Deepa ma'am. Thank you so very much, and I would request all the dignitaries to be seated as we kickstart our first technical session. Big round of applause for all. So very much. Kind words as we start.
Hello, Pune team, can you hear me? Hello. Hello. Hello, Pune team. Hello. One moment. Is the mobile वर hello hello listening
Start the technical session number 1. Hope all of you are request all of you to mobile and start our
Hello?
technical session number 1.
hello dada
Before we kind of
Hello?
start the session, I would like to quote unquote what Kalpana
Hello?
Chawla said. She said, as you work towards the goal, whether you get towards the goal, you need to enjoy the
Hello?
entire journey and have fun through that journey. Talking about the journey of our next speaker has been amazing. The speaker is the managing director of
mobile
Technology. He is also the ISRO chapter president. Any guesses on the name of the speaker? Absolutely. One more time. Can I hear the speaker's name loudly? Wow. So can we have Shama Jain on the dais? My topic, a very interesting topic, a topic on energy conservation on heat pump and thermal storage. Can we have the profile of Shama Jain on the dais?
hello हाँ दादा तुम्हाला येतं सगळं क्लिअर आहे तिथं
Shama
लावून
Jain is the managing director of
Oh.
Telecast Technology, completed a formal education at Excel Studios, UK. After her training in UK and exposure to international business and management technique, she joined Christopia Energy System, headed by her father, Mr. D.K. Karmakar, in 2001. Working her way up from the grassroots level in various disciplines of the company, she acquired most valuable hands-on experience. She embedded the company's philosophy and objectives of manufacturing in India, the most energy efficient product is a chiller, heat pump, and thermal storage system, and that too of highest international quality backed by service. In 2014, Shama Jain was appointed as CEO of the company and soon put the imprint of dynamic on company's operations. She was instrumental in development of new range of machines to meet the dynamic market needs. Over to Shama Jain on the very interesting and state-of-the-art topic, energy conservation on heat pump and thermal storage. Over to you, ma'am.
Namaskara, Bangalore. A very warm good morning to everybody. Thank you, Vasanthi, for that warm introduction. Thank you, Deepa, for calling me here and inviting me for such an interesting show. Thank you, ma'am, for always inspiring us to be part of such shows. And welcome to all of you in such a power-packed show that we are doing today. So, the agenda of today's technical discussion is heat pumps and thermal storage systems, where we start with the current situation, energy conservation, why heat pumps, and thermal storage systems. So I'll just give an overview first, and then take you around that why are we choosing such systems to be installed in our facilities, and how do we move towards more of energy conservation. So today we talk about sustainability. Why do we talk about sustainability? Because we are worried about our environment and we want a sync between environment, economy, and equity. Today we say that the sustainable energy word is derived from resources. What renewable resources are we using today? We are using air, water, and geothermal energy. All these energies are enriched with us, but are we using them to the good or to the best of them? Let's see. So the glimpse of current situation, I'll take you through Europe first, taken a step forward towards decarbonization, and our Honorable Prime Minister has taken a pledge that India should be decarbonized by 2070. Hence, we see some of the crises which are going on in Europe today, majorly because of oil crisis, gas crisis, energy crisis, and we see that heat pumps are the weapon towards actually moving forward from these crises towards the sustainable environment. We see today that in Europe, most of the buildings are installed with heat pumps to provide heating energy, majorly because their heating is the major necessity rather than air conditioning in our part of the world. Today we see that heat pumps are getting more and more recognition, basically because people have recognized that there is energy crisis on fuel, there is energy crisis on gas, and there is also energy crisis on electricity. So Europe looks to the heat pump as Russian war accelerates the switch from gas boilers. You will see that the global trends, the transformation of Europe's residential heating. Today in India, we don't talk about residential heating to that level, but we all have to, in one way or the other, also start looking at residential heating. Because again, hot water contributes to a major energy cluster today in our residences as well. If we are owning somewhere around 3 to 4 bedroom apartments, each apartment will have its own heaters, which will be running throughout the day sometimes without even taking care of them. So it is just a way forward. It's just a thought for food for a thought for all of you, how we can save these energies and how we can look forward to a more sustainable environment. More than 40% of the Europe's gas usage is from residential heating, exceeding that industry and electric utility sector, which is huge. Today we see that some countries have introduced the end date for installing the gas boilers. Why do they do that? Because they understand that it is not only gas we talk about in boilers, we are also talking about the usage of diesel there. There has been some moments when we are, going around for business across the country where most of the hotels and hospitals have installed gas or diesel-fired boilers. We have seen what kind of struggles they actually make when they are using such boilers. What are the struggles which they make? There has been noticed that there is increase in the use of diesel. There has been excessive use of gas when it was not required, and the bills are all charged on the property owners, which sometimes they think that it is unnecessary. The amount of occupancy and with the use of energy is not justifiable. The basic challenges today are energy scarcity. We all have noticed that there is scarcity of natural fossil fuels. We are moving towards conservation of energy in every front. So why not in heating sector? We today have sustainable solutions and we should use them. We should apply all these sustainable solutions wherever they are required. Yes, today we are future ready because not only one company, but there are so many solutions available today in the market which will make you sustainable, future ready, and will help you to conserve a lot of energy. We are now ready to be economical, adaptable, and flexible in the use of energy. And we have trusted concepts and proven performance. Why do I say that? Because there have been some properties which are using heat pumps since boilers or diesel-fired boilers, or per se electrical heaters, because they understand the amount of money they are saving and the payback they are getting by the usage of heat pumps. Dependence on geopolitical situations. We are always having a crisis situation when we are depending on any type of fuel which is getting imported from outside the country, and hence sometimes it is always better to be dependent on ourselves rather than depending on somebody else. So can we learn from the situation and understand the need of adapting energy efficient solutions instead of avoiding a face-off? Today, we really want to have a situation where we want to understand, we want to think in, we want to breathe in, and we want to work towards a better tomorrow. I'm 100% sure as we see women majority in this show, we more than anybody think about our children's future, and hence it is our prime responsibility today to think about how energy efficient solutions can be put in our projects, how energy efficient solutions can be put in our buildings and our designs to make sure that energy conservation is achieved and we are moving towards the goal of decarbonization. So almost 180 million heat pumps were used in heating in 2020. Our global stock increased 10% per year. Then the pledge of decarbonization came, the net zero emissions by 2050 scenario. The installed heat pump stock reaches to 600 million by 2030. And this is the estimate which the entire. This is huge. Please understand it is a reliable and a sustainable technology, and then it is part of your design. It makes a lot of sense. So today, installed heat pump stock by region and global net zero scenario deployment from 2010 to 2030. We see North America, Europe, Central Asia, China, and other developed countries. And you see that there is a constant increase in the bar chart. We also see that there has been an increase in other developing countries, which means that people have started adapting this technology. Heat pumps continue to meet a small share of residential market, as I said to you. However, I must tell you that heat pumps are now available from as small as 3.5 kilowatt to as large as 2,000 kilowatts, with every specific manufacturer available in entire globe today. We are not only seeing a lot of use of heat pumps in Europe as a sustainable source, but we also see the use of heat pumps in developing countries and semi-developed countries as well. So air-to-water heat pumps have been rapidly becoming more widespread, moreover because sometimes in residential application you don't want to use distilled water, which becomes a byproduct of water-to-water heat pumps. Ground source heat pumps have been there for a very long time. However, they have their pros and cons which we will discuss in the presentation forward. However, we see in European countries, Sweden and Germany, a lot of ground source heat pumps were traditionally and even today used. And reversible air conditioners, why they are also part of heat pumps? Because they generate heating as and when it is required as per the climatic conditions. So, when we talk about heat pumps, there is a question that how are we going to address a typical seasonal performance? For example, when we talk about selling or installing a heat pump in northern part of the country, they say that the temperature
temperature will go down as much as -5, -8 degrees. And would the heat pumps work in that situation? The answer is yes. There has been a lot of technical evaluation in the heat pump technology, where now the heat pumps are supplied with defrosting system, which means that in the air to water heat pump, automatic defrost is given on the coil, which is the evaporator of the heat pump, and as and when we see the frosting getting appeared on the coil, it is defrosted. So it is good as new, and you can go back to the heating even in the negative seasonal changes. When we talk about a lot of areas where a lot of sunlight is available, people say that do we really need heat pumps in hot environments, like for example in Kerala? I will say that yes, because every human body is accustomed to take hot baths or maybe warm baths. Okay, normally there are only few percentage of people who would like to take cold baths. So yes, heat pumps are actually required in every seasonal performance, every seasonal parameter, and this is how they have become popular. And heat pumps could satisfy 90% of the global heating needs with low carbon footprint than gas-fired or diesel-fired boilers. How did they achieve that? We will take you through some next slides. However, I must tell you that when we install heat pumps in any property, it actually saves about 70% because it's a gas-fired or a diesel-fired boiler. So this is CO2 emissions reduction by countries related to most efficient condensing gas boilers 2020. However, I have told you earlier as well, in European markets, many countries have now taken a pledge that they will not use gas-fired boiler or diesel-fired boilers only because they are moving towards net zero and decarbonizing pledge which their countries have done. So, just a basic understanding of the heat pump system is used to heat or cool and enclose space of domestic water by transferring thermal energy from a cooler space to a warmer space. So this is a diagram. It is a vapor compression cycle which is used to operate a heat pump. It is just similar to our normal air conditioner. It is completely opposite to what happens in air conditioning. We get hot water to condensers here, and a byproduct of chilled water or chilled air. So these are some conventional methods, and what are the pros and cons of conventional methods? Conventional methods include boilers, fire boilers. These are old known systems perceived to be useful across the season. Initial costing is quite low, and the cons are
very high on energy consumption, very less on COPs, high electrical load, fuel handling and inventory management can be very difficult, and they use fossil fuels. Safety concerns are huge because we have seen that there could be a lot of safety issues with the conventional system. The government norms have been put forward to the usage of these conventional systems now, and there is always a challenge in efficiency and sustainability. There are a lot of compliances today which have got attached to conventional methods, and they also have very high operating expenses. The conventional methods, we see that they are emitting a lot of bad gases to the environment, which have caused a lot of bad effect to the environment and are not worthy of using in today's world. And increase in diesel prices on everyday basis, we see that such systems are becoming expensive for usage. These are some top 10 problems which are faced when we use any conventional methods of heating. The applications of heating are water heating, space heating, cleaning, process heating, then dyeing or any critical applications, and the temperature ranges from 45 degrees to 90 degrees. We also have seen today that there is a need of heat pumps till 120 degrees of hot water for industrial application. And today there are many companies who are manufacturing 120 degrees outlet temperature heat pumps as well. So there are few challenges in conventional systems, and we have talked about this. Forthcoming impacts on limited oil supply is due to rapidly increasing demand, and some more challenges. We have responsibility of future today in our hand because we are responsible for our children's good well-being. These are some non-conventional methods of heating which includes solar and geothermal. We also have some solar hybrid heat pumps into systems of non-conventional methods. Solar water heater is very popular across the nation. However, we see a very bad seasonal impact on solar water heating. Also, we have witnessed that solar water heaters are also implanted with a lot of electrical heaters. So normally, if the solar water heater is not working, you are guzzling a lot of electrical energy as well. Geothermal water heating uses ground source heat pumps and are innovative heating and cooling technology, but they may not be suitable for every property. It's important to understand the pros and cons. The pros might be that they are significant heating and cooling cost savings, yes. They are environmental friendly. However, the way they are installed can be a challenge. And sometimes, if they have problems in future, you will see that the repair activity of any geothermal heat pumps are very cumbersome. So basic challenges in renewable or non-conventional type of heat pumps are availability of power, quality of power, resource location, information barrier. A lot of cost is involved. We see that solar water heaters really do cost us a lot. Competence of a designer, how many solar water plates are installed, are they in accordance to the requirement, and competence of operations and maintenance team. Now, this is a typical schematic of a heat pump where you see that the hot water inlet comes from below and outlet comes from above, because we know that the heating energy travels up, and the hot water, the cold water is supplied through the overhead tank. The principle is again a vapor compression cycle and is completely opposite of the air conditioners, as I have explained to you. I must tell you that the 3/4 of the energy is taken from the environment in any heat pump, and 1/4 comes from the electrical source, and hence they are very efficient. We see that on an average, the total COP of heat pumps is between 3 to 5, or sometimes even more when you are calculating a COP in water-to-water heat pumps, where you also count the COP of chilled water outlet which you have considered. So why do we choose heat pumps? As I said, that because in every kilowatt of electrical energy, 3/4 is constituted by the environment and 1/4 is by electrical source. We can use any eco-friendly refrigerant. At the moment, most of the refrigerants which are used are either R22-407C, R1348. But yes, people have started manufacturing heat pumps with HFOs now as well, which includes 1234ZEs. They have convenient controls, so all these systems are microprocessor based, have lower running costs, and are very safe in operation because it is again a compression technology we are using. It is a year-round performance. It's not dependent on season and maintenance free. The types of heat pumps available are air to water, water to water, air to air. Air to air heat pumps are normally used in industrial applications, specifically food or process industry. They are very popular vis-a-vis again the diesel fired processes they were using to manufacture any food product, specifically when we talk about potato chips and solar hybrid heat pumps. When we consider the design, it is estimate of hot water per day in liters, peak consumption. We are calculating the present fuel consumption done by that specific installation, selection of hot water system for correct size. We also make sure that we are designing in conjunction to the installation location, whether it is outside, inside. We can assist you in selection of any suitable systems in accordance to the specific requirements. These are some images. You can see that this is a water to water, this is air to air, this is water to water scroll, again air to water scroll heat pump, this is also air to water scroll heat pump, and this is a water to water screw heat pump. It saves about 70% of energy vis-a-vis any conventional systems. And the best thing about heat pump is that you can actually avail 80% of depreciation in the first year of its installation. So it also has a good commercial impact here. These are some advantages over gas-fired boilers. I will just skip through this and take you to some case studies which we have done. Before the case studies, the applications can be industry, process, dairy, healthcare, pharmaceuticals, hospitality, cleaning, swimming pools. We actually have seen a raise in demand in swimming pool heating through heat pumps as well. Space heating, sanitary, cleaning, domestic, chemical, nuclear, and WTP. So the most energy efficient way of heating, the 5 benefits which we get is they are efficient, affordable, flexible, cooperative, and cleaner, and, and definitely has a huge decarbonizing effect. So these are some case studies which we did, Leela Palace, Bangalore. We see that installed heat pump for 357 rooms, 55 degrees outlet water temperature, consuming diesel fired boiler, consuming 700 liters per day. And actually the annual savings was 71 lakhs, which is less than 1 year of a payback. Again, Leela Palace, Chennai, Ritz-Carlton, Bangalore. Here in Ritz-Carlton, we have installed for 277 rooms, consuming 80,000 liters of hot water and consuming 380 liters of diesel per day. Savings was 46.4 lakhs per annum. Again, a payback less than 9 months. Dr. Reddy's laboratory. Here 45 degrees heat pump has been installed and we saw annual savings of 229.1 lakhs, less than 6 months payback period. So hence we say that installing a heat pump can benefit to your project, to your design, and the payback period is quite amazing. So it is It has a huge decarbonizing effect. So please think about it, breathe in, and see how you can incorporate it in your design. I'll take you quickly through thermal energy storage. Now, thermal energy storage is not a product. It is a concept. It is a solution made to make sure that you are conserving the energy when it is available in abundance and utilizing when it is really required. So thermal energy is preferred in many engineering applications, which has the ability to bridge the gap between energy supply and energy demand. The supply and demand of energy determine the course of global development. And finding energy storage sources to satisfy growing demand is one of the society's foremost challenge today. HVAC systems demand more than 40 to 60 increasing demands of energy in fast developing country is the most important issue which has to be addressed today, and depleting fossil fuels again is a huge point of concern. Ensuring energy security, renewable and other alternative energy sources are the clean answers climate issues. So why use thermal storage? Thermal storage has always carried a myth that we should use whenever TOD benefits are available. TOD benefits are time of the day tariff benefits are available. However, thermal storage is a solution which is given to generally arrest the peak loads or the peak demand of any property. Okay. So, to efficiently manage, uh, we have or we must first fix it. Today, the most important part is to locate what are the peaks of your demand and then to shave off the peaks and design the storage system in a way that you are saving as much as energy and you're not wasting the energy. So, store when the surplus is available and use when it is in deficit is the criteria of thermal storage system. This is a small profile, electrical profile, which we have put forward, and we see that we have shifted the cooling demand in such a way that we are storing energy when it is not required. Okay, so now what constitutes of thermal storage is constitutes of a tank, a nodule. So this nodule is actually a phase change nodule which stores the energy in it and discharges it whenever the air conditioning requirement arises. Use of thermal storage system can be for air conditioning, for industrial refrigeration, and also for backup. Applications can be malls, commercial complexes, office buildings, hospitals, conferences, museums, supermarkets, sports centers, theaters, and also for backup. For industrial refrigeration, it is used in dairy, bottling plants, breweries, chemical plants, and computing rooms. These are the areas where a lot of air conditioning energy is mostly used. So it shifts the cooling demand, it reduces the required chiller capacity. So I'm just putting it in your a concept in front of you that it is not only arresting the TOD benefits, it's also reducing any chiller capacity which is installed. Also, when we reduce the chiller capacity installed, it also reduces the electricals associated with these chillers installed. switches off the chillers during the peak tariff period, and durability and the life of thermal storage is somewhere more than 30 years. So this is a traditional solution. For example, in green you can see the energy required, the air conditioning energy required from 8 o'clock in the morning till 8 o'clock in the evening. We are trying to shave off the peaks. So what we are trying to say is that we are charging the thermal storage from 12 o'clock to 8 o'clock and dissipating the peak energy through thermal storage. So here both the chillers and thermal storage are working, and again charging the thermal storage from 9 o'clock in the night. Here the demand is different. So we have TOD benefits available from 11 to 1 in the afternoon and from 5 to 7 in the evening. So we are charging the thermal storage from 12 to 6 and dissipating the energy in the TOD times or the peak of the day electricity time when the electricity charges are at the most. This is a solution where we are shaving off the peaks and also using the time of the day tariff, and hence saving most of the money which is used in the electricity. So again, when we shave off the peaks, it reduces the capital investment, it reduces the operational costs, and it also has a good impact on the environment. I've described this to you that we use a tank and a phase change nodule to thermal storage where the nodules are charged. They become like ice, rock, and it is discharged, they become liquid again. And these are charged through rotation of glycolized water, which comes through pumps and chiller, which charges this thermal storage system. So the system constitutes of a chiller, thermal storage, PHE, expansion device, pumps, valves, and control. In yesterday's world, we had seen that a lot of thermal storages were not working because automation was a major issue. It was more of a man-oriented operation and was dependent on man when they want to switch on the charge mode, when they want to switch off the charge mode, when they want to switch on the discharge mode and switch off the discharge mode. And hence many properties thought that it was just a capital investment and it didn't work well on the OPEX. But today, when we have a lot of controls or automation in picture, we see that these systems are automized and once feeded on the microprocessor, it's all done. I mean, it works automatically on charging and discharging mode. The tanks can be customized in relation to the space available and can be in a vertical, horizontal, buried, or a concrete mode. Types of thermal storages, we see that there are two types, mainly latent and sensible storages. Sensible storages are based on water-based storage systems. And I have discussed these myths that first people used to think that thermal storages are only applicable when TOD benefits are there. But now things have moved and people have started recognizing the more advantages of installing a thermal storage system. This is a small comparison of ICE and sensible storage system where you see advantages and disadvantages of both the systems, and I will not say that latent is good or sensible is good. It just depends upon what kind of a project design you are handling, and any and every system or any and every product or a solution is best placed when it is installed at right possibility. So these are some places where big thermal storages of the world are installed, and still working really well. We gain at 4 levels when we use summer storage: design, invest, nation, and the world. And everywhere there's a flexibility, system backup, and it reduces the cooling machinery. It reduces the energy extracted out of installation of air conditioning system. It is just a way we can actually put our tribute to saving a lot of electrical energies, and we can save a lot of time, and also divide both the capital investment into capex and opex. Hence, any detail you require on summer storage, we are a little bit short of time, so I just ran you through the presentation, but any details required, please contact me. Thank you, Deepa, again for giving me an opportunity to stand here and give a presentation. And I think we are short of time, but if anybody has any questions, I would be free to answer offline. Thank you so much. Thank you.
I think very nice, very enlightening to hear on the big farm. Very nice, so nice of you for spending time and efforts for kind of energy projects. I would request Deepa ma'am to please hand over the memento and token of appreciation to our speaker, expert speaker, Shamaji. Let's have a big round of applause for Shama Jain for that wonderful topic, energy conservation on thermal storage. A big shout out and thanks to our sponsor, Conquer Cool Breeze, and I would request Conquer Cool Breeze team to share the presentation. So over to Conquer Cool Breeze, a sponsor for Shakti 2022 event.
Good afternoon all. Elrigu namaskara. I see it's very silent. All are active. Thank you so much. Myself Selva. I am here to represent my company Conquer Cool Breeze. So Conco Coolbreeze, HVAC, design and services and sales. And we are authorized dealer for Blue Star. So let's start off with our managing director, Mr. Ramamurthy. He's very young, dynamic and visionary person, and he's having experience more than 23 years in HVAC systems and services. Our vision is to emerge one of the best solution partner in the air conditioning and refrigeration world, and to ensure that our customers are always at satisfied phase. Our mission is to provide world-class quality in service, material management, time management through our trained employees, and to ensure that the customer always gets the best of best. Conquer Coolbreeze was established in 2017, and we support and cater out our clients on various HVAC products and services. Our company holds a strength of skilled manpower with a count of 175 plus, rendering our services across Bangalore urban and rural areas. Our market coverage includes both commercial and domestic categories. We provide an outstanding design solutions for complete support in the HVAC field. Conco Coolbreeze has grown and have become one of the largest channel partner from Blue Star for our esteemed clients. We are proud to inform you that we maintain around 85,000 ton range across Bangalore. We offer sales and services in wide range of products such as chillers, which are air cooled and water cooled, types of chillers like scroll chiller, process chiller, turbo cooled centrifugal chiller, screw chiller, centrifugal chiller, and screw chiller, and also in air conditioning products for commercial and domestic purpose like high wall, inverter AC, cassette AC, verticular AC, packaged and ducted split unit systems, and also wide range of refrigeration products as well, like water cooler, water purifiers, chest freezers, cold freezers. We also do repair and detail services also in cooling tower products, such as cooling tower fan belts, cooling tower hub and plates. We also offer value-added services in retrofit and revamping for all HVAC products. We do supply and installation of all kinds of low side equipments also in AHU air handling units, FCU motors, pumps, cooling towers, filters, exhaust systems and fresh air systems valves. And also energy saving components and services solutions also in Arctic Master and Arco Saver, automatic tube cleaning systems, BMT and BV products, indoor air quality check also, duct cleaning services, supply and installation of UVGI lamps. We also service in ducting and insulation works also. We also do support on operation and maintenance services, AMCs. Also, we do supply HVAC spares and materials. And very happy to announce our major clients, which are maintained by us, are embassy groups. We actually cover the major portion of embassy in Bangalore, and all banks, Axis Banks, Kotak Banks, Bangalore, we undertake all services. JSS Hospitals, Mysore, Sodaxo, TCS, Mangalore. And our strength behind our company are our staff's 175 plus skilled different teams like admin teams, accounts teams. And our recent projects being executed by us in Bangalore, all over Bangalore are Microsoft for our VRF 200 horsepower, and Bhartiya City Homes 174 HP, Chatur Realtors Private Limited Chiller 450 DR, TCS VRF 158 horsepower, Metro Cash and Carry Ducted Split. We are providing 425 ton capacity services. 10 reasons to buy Blue Star air conditioning are: we are here almost 75 years plus in India's cooling specialist and technical competencies, 60 plus quality and reliability test we do, customer care app, 500 plus hours of salt spray test, 1000 plus service network across India, and eco-friendly refrigerant gas, comprehensive range availability, and 100 plus service through vehicle service on wheel. And our corporate office is located at C.V. Raman Nagar, Bangalore. Thank you.
Thank you for that nice presentation and being our partner for Shakti 2022 event. I would request Conquer Cool team to please come to the dais and collect a memento and token of appreciation. I would request Shakti 2022 Chairperson Dr. Sandipani Vaji to hand over the token of memento appreciation to our partner sponsor Conquer Cool Breeze. Thank you so very much. Let's have a big round of applause for Conquer Cool Breeze. And we have a surprise. We have a surprise in store. I was just told by Shakti 2022 Chairperson Dr. Sandipani Vaji. It was like out of the box. So I would also request Deepa Rajganesh on the stage. I would request Ishe Bangalore Chapter President Anand Sir on the stage. Program Chair Arvind Sir, President-elect Deepak Sir. And over to you, the surprise. Yeah, I got the surprise. Jayanti ma'am as well on the stage. I think Sandeep had to leave. So I think this is something which was not there in the agenda, but yeah, over to you. Let's see the surprise.
So yes, this is out of the agenda, out of the box. That Bangalore chapter has given us wonderful and tremendous support, and we as a Shakti team and from Women in State, we wanted to give a special token of appreciation for Bangalore chapter for supporting us. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much for making this program.
Thank you for that surprise event in between and appreciating Isha Bangalore chapter team. Our next sponsor, I would request Kim's Technology to run through the presentation, and thank you once again for partnering and sponsoring Shakti 2022 event at Bangalore.
So first of all, you set a bar so high of anchoring, and kudos to you. And see, KHEMS is a company run by a woman who is combination of Durga, Saraswati, and Lakshmi. So we are a company headed by a woman and company of professionals. So Shakti is the ideal platform for us as a KHEMS to be a partner in this event. So I'll take you through the small journey of KHEMS. So KHEMS is a story of a vision of a visionary person or a dream of a visionary person, Mr. D.K. Kemkar, who is our founder chairman. We are talking about net zero today. We are talking about decarbonization by 2070. How many of you know that what is the cutoff date of 90% of the world? Anyone can tell? There is a quiz master. You ask a lot of questions. Do you have any idea? Okay, so it is 2050. By the 2050, most of the world is going towards a decarbonization, and we, as India, saying 2070. But this gentleman, Mr. Kemkar, had a vision those days that he brought technologies like heat pump, technologies like thermal storage system in Indian soil, the technologies like very energy efficient chillers, which are contributing towards the decarbonization. So, true visionary in HVAC industry. He has social engineering done since 1987, and KHEMS is, as I was telling you about his vision, we introduced a thermal storage system, we had a pioneer heat pump. We also got the screw chillers in India, more sophisticated stall chillers, and progressive aftermarket. So this is a story of 35 plus years, and we are the applied engineering expert. We don't do only the catalog products. We deliver usually the customized solution. The solutions which are needed to the customers, and we are known as the innovators and pioneers in industry because of our global presence as well. KEMS is one of the top 10. KEMS is one of the top 10 refrigeration and chiller manufacturers of 2021. And here you can say KEMS technology is right standing there under a visionary woman leadership again. So this is our organization chart. Most of the people knows Mr. Gandhi being a senior colleague of us. This is the corporate management chart, and this is the KEMS. So when I say the socio-economic approach, Mr. Kemkar, when started company, he decided to start in the rural areas of Indore, a place called Umri Khera, where he had recruited the people from village, taken those people to France, done their competence enhancement, and the company is based on the high performance organization. It just started. Pioneer, innovation, credibility, and trust. So we give the solutions through products, energy finance business, to services and the projects. But the company's grassroots levels are socio-economic approach, what is the most important for Indian economy. So I'll just run through the products first. This is our network available, existing operations across India, 14 locations were existing. In South, I have colleagues here from Chennai, Hyderabad. We have 9 clients starting from American clients, UK-based clients, European clients, and Indian clients who get the chillers and heat pump manufacturers from us under the white label. So this is the range of our chillers, preschool, 30 degree to 650 tons in air cooled and water cooled, both the options. In scroll range, we have got 3.5 to 16 without VFD, 16.5 ton to 103 ton with VFD, and also in preschool or in chiller range, we have introduced now the magnetic levitation chiller in association with Smart DT. It is a company who has invented the magnetic levitation technology, and it is gifted to the world. So this is a small brief information. COP is up to 6.4. HRS certified high efficiency units with and without VFD, and the maximum or the massive range we are having is 30 to 650 tons. So when we talk about air cooled screw, again the range is 30 to 650 tons with and without VFD, and COP is up to 3.5. I'm just taking 2 more minutes. The scroll chillers, heat pumps, LPR chillers, we are the masters and we are the industry leaders of LPR chiller. We are the only company in India who give the testing of LPR chiller of brine on the brine media in our HRS certified test range. The heat pumps starting from 3.5 and goes up to 2000 kilowatt, air to water, air to air, and water heat pumps. We have thermal storage system, we have just in the presentation. We do projects as well, where we do on basis of EPC. We do not compete with contractors. We do only projects when consultants or clients wanted us to take care of the responsibility being a manufacturer. This is our service network spread across the India. We have our own manpower, and this is 140 plus trained staff, 14 location, breakdown calls. These are the services we do, commissioning and operation maintenance contract. There is a KEMS HRA testified page. We are getting the appreciation from HRA always, and this is KEMS technologies for you. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir, for running through the presentation. Sir, I would request you to please be on the stage. I would request Sandhya ma'am, Sandhya Chandrasekhar ma'am, to give a token of moment of appreciation to our sponsor partner, KEM Technology to Kedar sir. Let's have a big round of applause for KEM Technology, our partner and sponsor for Shakti 2022 event. So we get to the technical session number 2. Before I kind of read the profile and introduce the speaker, as per ancient Indian philosophy, any living or non-living element is made up of 5 basic elements called the Panch Tattvas. Any ideas what are the 5 basic elements? Okay. Yes. Air, water, fire, and earth. Absolutely right. And also the theme is here by Israel is Prithvi Paryavaran Parivartan. And we were all talking about in the last session that India pledged towards net zero emission by 2070. To kind of integrate the Panch Tattva towards a sustainable future, we have a very interesting topic, a topic on integrating the Panch Tattvas towards sustainable future by our expert speaker, Dr. Anshul P. Gujarati. Can we have the profile? Dr. Anshul P. Gujarati is a lead USGBC accredited professional, IGBC fellow, AP, GRIA trainer, evaluator, PhD in green building. She has been practicing for 21 plus years in architecture with a focus on green architecture and sustainability. She has pursued a doctorate, research PhD and has opted for solution towards the major controversy cost implication in green residential building as a topic of research. Founder director of IGBC fellow, lead AP BDC, IGBC AP GRIA evaluator trainer, energy expert, PhD in green building, M architecture in architecture and planning. I think the profile is quite rich. Thank you so much for accepting an invitation. Over to you, ma'am.
A very green afternoon to all of you. So actually the anchor was trying to grab my presentation and he already started with the Pancha Tattvas and I was wondering what do I speak now? So by the time these people arrange, I'm really nervous because I think in my 22 years of my career, I'm not going to talk what I practice, what I do, and I'm actually going to explore something related to nature, and that is why after technical session, before motivational session, I'm going to explore something natural session, mostly supernatural session. So looking at the logo, why I came here, looking at this logo today at Shakti, I really feel this way. I want to be this way, and I'll be presenting the same free spirit what the logo says. So kudos to Shakti, and looking at all the happy faces here. Okay, they have the presentation ready. So looking at all the happy faces here, something that is still rhyming in my mind. Guys, please respond to this. O स्त्री मजे करो, हमें कोई दर्द नहीं. So friends, wearing a beautiful sari, do you want me to hide behind this? Absolutely no, we don't need to. And जैसे शाहरुख खान के 70 मिनट है, मेरे भी टाइमर शुरू हो गया है. So I need to go fast. Coming to the broad contents, absolutely. As I said, he grabbed my presentation already. I'm going to talk of Prithvi elements. So that will be the start of my presentation, carrying forward Paryavaran, a bit of environment, symbiosis, and the right area, Parivartan. Without Parivartan, nothing happens. And we need to do it very fast. So pace. Why pace? Friends, I'm from Mishra Pune chapter, and that is the theme that we carry this year. So pace. And looking at all these things, let's move forward. concept of green. So you guys must be hearing sustainability word, green buildings, green, eco-friendly from so many people, and Sandeepani must be doing that every session, I'm sure. And we all do that because some words that are flashing here on the screen: earth, ecosystem, environment, energy, economy, ecology, and looking at renewable, refresh, respect, remind, replenish, refurbish, recycle, revisit, regenerate, recharge. A new word has come into existence: eco-fashion. So everything and anything to relate and attach to the word green, word eco, that carries sustainability. आगे पीछे का कुछ पता नहीं. So we have bags, we have products, we have food, we have so many products, brushes and this and that coming up in the market. Rods also are coming in the eco-friendly way now, and lot of noise is being made about it. And what is the noise about? It's nothing else but the 5 elements that we are actually talking about. So that is how I ventured into this particular topic of 5 elements. My love. Yes, elements have been my love because I am born out of it. Not me, all of you are born out of it. And they exist. Whether we exist or not, they will be there. इतना ही नहीं, आजकल तो पता नहीं कहाँ आपको इको फ्रेंडली देखने मिलेगा, isn't it? यहाँ पे भी 5 elements है. So that was just a slide, to catch everybody's attention. So friends, yes, the Pancha Tattvas, Akash, Vayu, Agni, Jal, Prithvi, it is a part of all of us. Not only that, from atoms, molecules, nucleus, right up to Milky Way, galaxy, whatever you name, wherever we are ending, everything is a part of these Pancha Tattvas. And yes, you can Google this information. Many thanks to Google for this entire presentation. I have to give the reference of Google for this because this is not my forte, not my expertise, but yes, this subject I am now taking a deeper dive. Now, as the anchor mentioned that I have done my PhD in green buildings. Friends, wo to ho gaya. Abhi aage kya? So that is how I decided to move further with sustainability 5 elements and biophilic architecture. So whatever I'm going to present today is a part of this research. Thoda bahut wahan se, thoda bahut Google. Okay. So moving further, we all are aware that we are an integrated attempt of these 5 elements. I'm not going to read word by word here. We all know this. And when we talk about these 5 elements, we also talk about the elements connecting to different words. So this particular picture has been taken from the Shakti's video that was done. And we can also relate the elements to sustainability, energy conservation, net zero emission, thermal control, air quality, and so on. So this is one relation.
लखन त्या बाजूच्या लेडीजला डावीकडे शिफ्ट व्हायला सांग ना.
Woman is. So women having 5 elements can be something like compassion, support, flexibility, leadership, creativity. This also can be attached to these 5 elements with women in prime. I have included the women initiative.
Lady to shift little bit left.
I have included the Real Women logo here because I am an awardee of Real Women. I am a part of Real Women, and I'm so glad that man, you're getting awarded today at Hyderabad. You could have carried me from here. I think congratulations will start from tomorrow. And that is how, going further,
Lakhan,
each and every
can you hear me?
Extremely powerful. Each and every element extremely special. In the same way, each woman is extremely powerful and special. And as we need to deal her with great care, ये लोग men थक गए, women को समझ में नहीं आया उनको कि एक लेडी क्या है.
तुझ्या समोर बसलेल्या लेडीजला डावीकडे शिफ्ट करायला सांग ना, ते स्पीकरचा व्हिडिओ दिसत नाहीये.
Not understand the women. And it doesn't take time for me
हा दादा बोला. हॅलो.
तुझ्या समोर जी लेडी बसली आहे ना तिला डावीकडे शिफ्ट व्हायला सांग ना जरा.
बरं मी ते बरं ठीक आहे. ओके जस्ट तुम्हाला क्लिअर आहे ना, साऊंड वगैरे सगळं क्लिअर आहे ना?
हो एकदम क्लिअर आहे. तू परफेक्ट आहे. फक्त तेवढं ऍडजस्ट कर.
येस 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 अंडरस्टँड जस्ट.
We will just take a quick round around how these elements are in a symbiotic pattern, how they are relating to each other and how they are impacting each other. I think that is the most important part. Yes, the 5 elements can be related to green buildings. The 5 elements can be related to construction. It can be related to HVAC alone. It can be related to electrical, plumbing, everything in segregated manner and also in integrated manner. And let's see, we human being as a body, yes.
Yeah, thank you.
We can relate the 5 elements to us. We can relate the elements to the globe as well. So we will see how it is related to human being, our earth, and further to construction. That is why we are here. So the first element, that is earth or the skin, we can say. And with green buildings, we have a section. So green buildings, when we are talking, green building is an integrated effort of 5 major sections. I should not talk all these things. One of my mentors is sitting right here, Millie ma'am, and she will say, baad mein milo. So yes, the earth section can be connected to sustainable site design. And this can be clear indicative earth. I am trying to explore if we are facing any issues with sustainable site impact and strategies. Can we explore the element of earth to resolve it? Let's see, maybe if I get a chance to present sometime later, I will be including that. So the earth does not belong to us and we belong to earth. With the same principle, we go to the next part. The element of water. It is present on earth, it is present in our body. The different ways it is present, it is doing its own work. And that is how, with different functions, and it is also creating different impacts, water becomes one of the major elements in our lives. So water is priceless. It's a priceless gift of nature and we have to save it. I don't know why the disturbance is coming. So friends, never mind. Going to the next part, that is the element of fire, and it is present again in the earth, in us, everywhere. And the most powerful element in nature. If you are not able to deal this particular element with care and safety, believe me, you won't exist anymore. And that is why it is important that to cater fire, we need water. To handle fire, we need air. Because unless you have air, you have the oxygen supporting, fire won't be there. And that is how, at least I could gain relation between few 2-3 elements that we did discuss about. Not only these, if these relations are not established, these impacts are not understood, we may have multiple issues coming up, multiple areas where problems are being seen, not only that on human level, but on global level, absolutely causing lots and lots of threats to our existence also. So light the fire within you to light the world with your fire. As a woman, this is the only advice I will ask you to go ahead with. Don't play with any other fire. So fire relates to the most important section of construction, that is energy and environment. Talking of the element of trees, yes, all these pictures are very, very, common. They have been seen by us. We know that forests, lungs, world, air, everything is known to us. So looking at these parts, we have again realized that these are certain cycles which exist in nature. They have certain impacts that go on along. And if these cycles are having a problem, if these cycles change or distort, there might be major impacts happening on the overall methods. So the next element, that is air, which relates to environmental quality or indoor environmental quality we mentioned. So fresh air is the daily dose of positive energy. And we say that you have to get up early, नहीं तो रामदेव बाबा सारा oxygen सुबह सुबह खींच लेते हैं. The last and the most important element, that is the element of ether. Now, some relate this element to Akash or space or anything, but I would relate this to an aura. So, the way sky is an aura to Earth, we humans also have aura. And looking at the similar aspect, when we want to give shape to a space, the element of materials actually create this aura when we want to really make something visible. So, building materials, this very, very important section can be related directly to the ether. So, the sky with all its colors is the daily bread for our eyes. If we don't have materials, we don't have anything to see around. So, that is how we can go ahead with conservation of material and resources with space element. So, looking at all these 5 basic elements in nature, what are we achieving out of it? We are looking at human happiness, health, and well-being. All of you might be having excellent practice minting money. End of the day, we just want peace. We want happiness. And to create that, we need one very important pillar, that is balance. And if we are able to balance these 5 elements the right ways, believe me, friends, there is nothing more powerful than that, because there is nothing more stable than that. So power is instability, and that is how going further with stability, sustainability emerges. So the 3 pillars of sustainability, again, a very, very famous Google image. So I've just tried to take, whatever images are easily available. And looking at this image, we always see this image in 3 parts. That is environmental, social, and economic aspect. But this is like Ashok Stambha, 4th wala chehra hai, but wo piche hai. And what is that 4th pillar? I would say is the balance. So even the same balance continues here in sustainability, and we need to create the same balance as we discussed with the 5 elements for sustainable pillars as well. So environmental, social, and economic aspects will only be the right sustainable one with balance. Coming to the text part of it, once our animation is done. So the aim here remains to create balance in social, economic, and environmental aspects, and minimizing the impacts on environment. Friends, we are now in a zone where we have stopped telling that we have no impact. We all are aware that we are giving some impact to the nature. We are doing bad to the nature. And looking at that, we are just trying to minimize this impact. Minimizing this particular impact, we are doing whatever possible. Shama gave a wonderful presentation today on the technical grounds, saying how savings can happen. Savings can happen with HVAC using the right COP, using the right refrigerants. And before I go deeper into the technical part, I'm coming back to the next section of energy efficiency. Yes, we all are talking energy efficiency, we are practicing that. Not only this, by switching on one small light in the house, the concept what we tell to ourselves or our children, light band karo, utna hi energy bachega. It is not that you cannot afford paying the bill. The intent is something different. And the intent can be for one small light, or it can be for a major energy impact for a building. That's up to us how to do it. So passive and active strategies can be looked at on a very, very major scale to do this. Let's see. When we talk of this sustainability in construction, we are actually talking of green buildings. Because green buildings are one area which has integration from all the other sectors. So आप ये नहीं कह सकते कि आप green building में काम कर रहे हो तो आप सिर्फ इसी को देखें. No, you have to include each and every part of that particular space, what it is holding. And friends, I get so many people telling me, हमने तो solar system लगा दिया है, हम already green building बना रहे हैं. हमने वर्मी कंपोस्ट किया है, I have done solar PV, I am a green building. No, it doesn't work that way. Absolutely no. If your children say कि मम्मी मैंने पूरा पढ़ाई कर लिया है 10th standard का, I am not interested in giving the exam. Will he qualify the 10th standard? No. The same way, if the project team is not ready to undergo the rigorous process of a third-party certification, you cannot claim that to be a green building. Please don't make that mistake, my friends. So every project which is a third-party certified can be officially termed as, do it officially. Why you have to hide it? So usually till now green buildings have been focusing upon energy and water on a prima facie, because here we see numbers. The other areas you see benefits, but on the intangible way. They are not countable. So here when the numbers actually come before us, we realize yes, not definite savings to ho hi raha. Okay, and that is how the certification gives us some mandatory, voluntary aspects, some points, rating levels, something to show off, something to actually recognize your own self, motivate the team, and give the boost to the project. Yes, ye humne achieve kiya hai. Let us now see whether we are really getting the savings or not. So this conscious approach is the real sense which can actually guide these panchatattvas to a right balance. How to handle the power of this elements. So the way we say that panchatattvas are extremely powerful, all these sections of green buildings are also equally powerful. All qualities of women are also equally powerful. And all of them need the same one approach. Understand the balance. Act wisely. Do not distort the balance. Identify the probable threats. Very important. Like, घर में आने के पहले आप भी देखते हो ना, आज इनका मूड कैसा है. So similarly, identify the probable threats. Set aims towards the nature. Act with complete awareness and don't be lazy, not even one time and every time. Know your limitations and respect the 5 elements and focus on them. Only a successful integration of all these elements can create a balance. Successful integration of all eco thoughts that keep popping up can create sustainability. And very important, successful integration of all stakeholders can create a sustainable green building. So my friends, when we talk of intervention, we often say, "Ye architect karega, ye uska kaam hai." It is not that way. So when you see the criteria of the green building can be directly linked to the designer intervention, either direct impact or indirect impact. And designers hold the capacity to drive the building in the desired way, in an integrated manner. So you might say, you are an architect, you design. Somebody is a landscape architect, he will do the greenery, and that's how it's the green building. Absolutely no. The key to the green building remains with the service consultants. Yes, this is another picture from the BMS, but this gives the real impact for a green building. If this balance is maintained in the right ways, probably the building can come up with the most desired fashion, giving you excellent efficiency. So looking at, I'm not going in the details stakeholder, but definitely integration is important. So I just asked one of my office persons, can you just see green building का कितना power है आज दुनिया में? So I gave her a very stupid assignment कि आप just logos देखो related to green building certifications, whatever you find. So friends, this is a quick compilation. And I realized कि नहीं इतने में बस नहीं होगा. We need more slides, but I'm stopping here. Is certification essential? You might come up with these questions. Since you don't have a question answer round, I have formed my own questions and I'm trying to give you the answers as well. So what is the real benchmark related to green? It is the operational stage performance. When you make everything, unless the building starts operating and giving you numbers, you cannot call it a successful benchmark. If a developer is doing all the green features, is it sustainable? No, friends, integration is necessary. Is certification the only benchmark? Absolutely no, but definitely it will prove very reliable and a strong base. Is certification essential to claim a green building? Yes, in 90% of the cases. Can the use of few solar passive strategies in the structure prove it to be a successful design? No, we need proper evaluation. And looking at these parts, of course, some generic benefits we are all known to about the green buildings. Still, we all are talking sustainability since so long. We are giving presentations, not today, but since a long time. Since the word sustainability came into picture, बहुत बोलबाला हो गया. But friends, do you know how many percentage of the buildings in India are actually green certified? 5%. Still, 5% of the people are going with green certifications. Green certifications as in green buildings with proper measured quantity of savings. Where is the gap? Yes. I'm sure you know what the symbol is. And this symbol is nothing else but the sixth element, which is trying to overpower our 5 natural elements, the cost. So coming back to this particular slide, it has to be now like this, with 6 elements. And if the cost is not taken care of, the entire above 5 elements go for a toss. So what we see, less number of green buildings, 4 major stakeholders, everyone giving their excuse why they don't want to do it. And architects who play the role of a central coordinating aspect still tries to overpower few things. Ye ho raha hai, nahi ho raha hai. They have their own excuses. End user is demanding quality of space, and sometimes he's also lost in this world of cost. He will look forward कि कौन मुझे better opportunity दे रहा है in terms of price. Environmental awareness is totally lacking and lot of confusion is noted. Friends, we all know this, but we don't talk this. Isn't it? हमको सब पता है क्या हो रहा है, but हमें इतनी हिम्मत नहीं है कि हम ये बोल पाए कि yes, there is a confusion. Yes, I don't know about it. Somebody will come up and say, अरे 100 rupees ज़्यादा लगेगा आपको per square feet. On what grounds? Somebody will come and say green buildings are very costly. On what grounds? Somebody will also come and say green buildings are not costly, you can get it done. How? So there is a confusion. There is a lack of awareness. And when you don't want to do it, cost hurdles are posed as hurdles in the mainstreaming of this section. And there's an alarming situation. You know, it's a joke spreading on WhatsApp that Pune and Bangalore people have stored too much data in the cloud. That is why it's raining crazy. So the alarming situation is also there on macro level. And we find that the faith in green buildings are diminishing. Property prices are on high. They're independent of green. They are nowhere related. Resource constraints are there, they will enhance. Water waste issues will absolutely go bad to worse, and I don't know where. Because the benchmark for bad also is getting higher. And it is never going beyond worse because the bad is becoming worse and it is like going up. Municipal systems overload, reverse natural resources adversely affected, energy crisis, price hikes, landfills. I don't know, so many things. We are talking of smart cities. We are talking of different kind of aspects, developments. We know the facts. Still, we are doing it. And Honorable Prime Minister spoke today. कभी-कभी डर लगता है 8 बजे कोई नया announcement हो जाए. But I'm sure, the benchmarks and the timeline, as our previous speaker mentioned, they are really, really stringent. And it is like time for us to act, not now, but right now. And the macro impact, of course, is in the negative sense. So we are not progressing, we are absolutely going opposite direction. Let's see what happens on micro level, individual level. Daily waste issues, so many problems, health issues. You know, कहाँ से नई बीमारियां भी आ रही है. इतना ही नहीं, daily water issues, pollution with respect to water, air, noise, high society maintenance. This is another problem actually. And this problem is giving BP troubles also to many people. And not only that, individual comfort levels. We have lost this word comfort into something else. And we have reduced trust in developers. We don't trust the developer. We are ready to invest so much for our house. And we keep on doubting the developer. So जहाँ पे हम lifetime रहने का सोच रहे हैं, we start the relation with a doubt. And not only that, we have reduced happiness index, livable city index, and again more things ending with complaints. So, our next generation, where are we leading them? And we are talking about sustainability, isn't it? Okay, we have so many consultants here. 10 consultants take this very seriously, and they say, "Chalo, let's make a green building now." Whatever the average scale is, we say 2 lakh square feet. Bare minimum savings, 20% water and 15%. Just go into the base. Friends, you can see the numbers, what we can actually save annually. You can see the numbers right flashing there. And things go unrecorded. So, high time, and let's see what we have to say next. The next question, are green buildings really costly? The design, construction, operational cost, material, labor, ये तो है ही ना. Green करो या ना करो, आपके लिए cost तो बढ़ना ही है. Secondly, green building is an integrated effort. It's a game of choice. So when I was doing my PhD, my guide suggested yes, 90% of the already displayed her savings and also the money part. Can we claim to be green without the process? No, it's getting a degree without examination. And going next, my friends, attributes to cost. So what exactly are the attributes to cost? They will definitely depend on these areas, but with scale dependency, with typology dependency, and with lots and lots of efforts with choices. So here, the funny part is the choice is left to the purchase department. The person who's making the purchases is the master of choice. And he is the one who will drive this entire game of choice. So, small projects depict higher impacts for architectural design and services, while medium size will depend on, services are one of the major cost impacts, while large projects will show a uniform rate. So, when we know where the cost is going, every project has a BOQ. every project has an estimation team going along. Still, we lack balance. And that is how, if we are able to balance these related attributes, we can actually look for something like trade-offs. Okay, जैसे कि उन्होंने मेरे टाइम के साथ थोड़ा सा ट्रेड ऑफ कर दिया, लेट हो गया, अंशुल मैम का 10 मिनट गायब. That's a trade-off, but it's fine. I have adjusted accordingly. I'm speaking very fast. But what I am trying to create is that. And that is how, if we are able to achieve the right trade-off with cost optimization, if we are able to identify strengths and opportunities of the project, we can actually look at one strategy, one cost impact, multiple implications, multiple benefits. So this is a small entity relationship based module. Now these are all coming out of my PhD. And here, this ER module states if the project has excellent landscape, so you can actually see the dependent elements related to that particular project, and it is going and affecting so many different branches. Now, if I decide to take that thermal comfort to my landscape position and exchange, still this particular thing will work the same. So, if we identify what is the strong point in the project or what is the problem area and tackle that with great care, believe me friends, this problem will eliminate. So this is another ER based module. I have purposely made it so it gives you the shape of the globe as well. So every project is nothing else but a small globe in itself. So coming to very important FAQs. So increase or decrease in the cost is not directly proportional to the points. It is based on the choices, and choices will define the cost. Green can be achieved at lower or no cost impact. Nothing else, but different ratings will have different cost impacts. First cost and payback costs are different. Because when you sit talking about cost, you should understand the heads properly. Reasoned action theory prevails. So you have a reason for every action. This theory will actually guide you the process in the right ways. Cost attributes are interrelated. They can be governed majorly by design aspect. And the most important part, cost impact is realized when one of the stakeholders will disintegrate. One person decides, I will not do my work properly. This happens. I'm just presenting two of my cases here very quickly. Case one is a BMW service center. So these people got a letter from BMW headquarters and they said, whatever you do, you have to make a sustainable building. And here you can say they were like so suddenly motivated because the letter is from headquarters. They said, let us do IGBC new buildings. They got a gold rating. They said, no, gold rating, how will I present? So they did existing buildings, platinum, and they are also doing net zero. And believe me, friends, these are the cost impacts from June 17 to August 18 until 2022 right now. What the cost scenario is, you have the investments going, and what they additionally did was they added 105 kilowatt of solar PV, trying to give 100% of energy required through solar, and the remaining was taken with open access. Looking at that, let us focus only on solar PV. So they had 1800 units surplus per month. Not only that, with a 55-month payback target, from June 2022, the project is cost neutral and energy positive. It is generating energy, not giving a single unit to the grid, and with net zero, they are saying that we still have scope for improvement. Believe me, friends, this project is net zero water and net zero waste as well. Case 2 is a simple residential project. where the developer said, ma'am, I don't want to invest anything. I am very, stressed by the competitive pricing my neighbors are offering. They did not even opt for solar PV, but they went for IGBC Gold. They had good amount of points, and it is occupied since 2016. The first cost saving that was realized was 7.6%. So this man made instant profit. The first project had a return on investment. This man made instant profit. Few notice, yes, single inadequate decision may result in significant addition of the cost. No direct correlation between cost and size of the project. Higher rating does not represent higher costs. And although cost does not govern over green features, the buyers and developers, we have to understand their willingness. There are many buyers who say, look, we want a green building because we know that it will be saving our money here, we'll be doing this, that, but then bottom line they talk money. And that is how integrated design approach becomes extremely important, including the end users. So incentive, yes, incentive is not the way that a green building movement should be approached. It's an additional, cream on the cake, which we usually don't like. And what should be our attempt? Yes, the symbiosis of these 6 elements, including the cost as a factor with uniqueness, functionality, purpose, where architecture remains same, where architect does not feel mirror design change. That should not be the case. All stakeholders, if they do their optimum design, no over design, no chalta hai attitude, if you are doing that, that's it you have to do. You don't have to do anything different. Comfort and satisfaction should be realized by the end users. Their approach also should be entertained and listened to. It's always cost effective and never cost intensive when we are talking of sustainability. And happiness index, long-term effective maintenance. With all this, how do we go sustainable? My God, itna sara cheezein hai. If you just see, the list is so large. And will just planting trees and all will help? No, it is not going to help. There has to be a 2-level working, government level, and very important individual level working as well. So the government level working at world level already in place. We just have to support it by doing the right things and looking at holistic approach towards development. The SDGs are developed. Now we have our chance to respond to it through the applicable 9 goals which are connected to nature and human sustainability. I'll skip this particular slide because this is the sustainability aspect wherein the design and materials, how we approach, we can actually look at it. Just one important part, any strategy or design that supports the purpose, space, and aesthetics with respect to climate, location of site, and sustainable strategy should be definitely entertained. Biophilic approach, yes, this is the approach we really need. And looking at this, the Panchatattvas have to be combined together for the way forward because, friends, we do not have a planet. I tried and finished in the given time. Now, I think the previous person also took 1 minute. I'll also take this 1 minute because the presentation is officially done. And I take this opportunity to thank all of you for inviting me here and giving me this particular privilege to step out of my shoes and actually present in a different manner today, not talking technical at all. Of course I did. That is, we have to do it that way. But definitely it was not driven technically. And yes, it's a pleasure being here all the way from Pune. We are already a part of Bangalore city. We are working for projects here. And that's how we keep coming, for all our clients. But today, I think it was a different experience altogether. because we are always in jeans, jacket kind of thing. And I take privilege to be this colorful, on this colorful dais. With one last few word to all of you. Friends, women don't need to be anything. We are already powered. So we just need to be you. Be perfect. That's how it is. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am, for that detailed presentation. I think we spent quite a good time. It was a nice detailed presentation. Thank you so very much for your time and effort. I would request our program chair, Arvind Shastri, on the dais to give a memento and token of appreciation to our expert speaker, Dr. Anshul P. Gujarati. Let's have a big round of applause for all the time and effort.
So I'm stealing one more minute because he stole my words. So I just thought of coming in this sari and this necklace so that people recognize who he is.
I think a quite exciting first half, lot of presentation, lot of knowledge. Before we kind of break for lunch, I am sure all of you were carefully listening to the introduction, the theme, the technical presentation. So we have a 2-minute quiz to kind of give you all the Shakti gift hamper. All you have to do is I'll ask you a simple question. Just raise your hand, I will come to you. Answer it rightly and you walk away with the Shakti gift hamper. So can we have track number C, please? Very simple question. Question number 1 is what is the full form of ISHRE? Can I see raising of hands?
Sarita, I'm from Telecast, Indian Society of Eating Nutrition and Nutrition.
Wow. Yeah, winner number 1. Another 7 more winners and 7 more Shakti gift hampers to be given away. Second question. Ma'am, your name, ma'am, again?
My name is Anita. I'm from Genex Consultants, Hyderabad.
Oh, all the way from Hyderabad. Wow. Thank you. Second question, very simple. What is the theme of ISHRE this year? National theme of ISHRE. I'll make it simple. I can see it's only for women, so I'll come back again. So yeah, ma'am. Ma'am.
My name is Ashika.
Wow, Trivandrum chapter. Wow, yeah, that's the right answer. So we have winner number 2. All the way from Trivandrum, from Hyderabad, maybe Trivandrum, and then we have a second winner. So the third question, again very simple. What is the theme of ISHRE Bangalore chapter? I'll give you options. Option number A, Elite. Option number B, Elite. And option number C, Elite. Yeah, right now, Lekha from Armstrong in Bangalore. Okay, with your product presentation as well. Naming a product, okay, and the brand. Yeah, so we have winner number 3, Lekha ma'am, with the right answer. Next question, very simple. Now we get into the technical question. I'm sure all of you were carefully listening to the session number 1 by speaker Shama Jain. She spoke on the COP of heat pump. What is the COP of heat pump? The range. Your name? Okay, from which location? Wow, okay. So we have winner number 4. Yogita, right? Yeah. So we have winner number 4, Yogita, walking away with Shakti gift hamper. The 5th question. The last session was on Panch Tattva. Again, very simple question. What are the Panch Tattva? 5 basic elements. Your name? From? Wow, okay. From south we went go back all the way to Surat.
You are asking about name of
the Panch Tattva, the 5 basic elements.
air, water, earth, fire, and Ethan. Akash.
Okay. I'll give you that. Almost done.
She was like in the first place also.
Okay, so we have last 3 more simple questions. We'll make it fast before we go into lunch. So we have been hearing Shakti. What is the full form of Shakti? I mean, yeah, name.
I'm Dr. Manisha. I'm from Mumbai.
Okay, yeah, okay. From all the way from Surat, you went to Mumbai. Okay, answer.
C in HVACR and architecture and key responsibility.
See the answer there. Okay, anyway, we'll give you that. That's simple, but yeah, okay, fine. We'll give you that. Now, as we go into the last 2, listen very carefully to walk away with the Shakti gift hamper. So we spoke on woman membership. I can see a lot of wonderful women in front of me. What is the woman's strength in ISHRE? I'll make it okay. Can you always? You already know the answer. I think the questions were leaked or what? Yeah, the name.
I'm Ranjita.
Okay.
Bangalore only. I'm working in Ghost.
Okay. So what's the answer? Okay, I'll help you. It's above 500 and below 700. Okay, no problem. I'll give you that. It is 647 as I talk. It is 647. But anyway, we have winner number 7. The last question. Again, I think the answer is on the board. But anyway, all are like looking at the board. Name the 4 partners of Shakti 2022. Your name?
Yeah, from Gloucester.
Okay. Hello.
Bangalore.
Okay. So name the 4 partner. Okay. No, okay. I will make it something interesting. What are the 4 names? I think you're seeing at the board. So on the count of 3, 2, 1, I want the names very fast. Okay? 5. I mean, the count is still not started. On the count of 5, 4, I want to name all the 4 names very fast. Okay? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and
Nadi, Conquer, Full Breeze, and Cats.
Ultra Pure. Okay, we'll give you one more opportunity. Make it fast. 4 names in 4 seconds. Fast.
Conquer Cool Technologies, Games.
The partner is going to scold me for that. I've changed his brand company name. Okay, Conquer Cool, please.
Games, Ultra Pure Technologies, and Nadi.
Wow. Yeah, so winner number 8, Divya from Bangalore. So, yes, thank you. Please, I think we have made a note of all the winners. Please stay back to collect a Shakti gift hamper. And lastly, can we have the track number D being played? I would request all the non-members to be part of ISHRE Society. I think just like seminars like these, we have webinars like the blog, journals, magazine, and a great opportunity for all of you to network and meet. The term is very simple. For a 3-year term, it's 8870 plus GST and 17,700 for a 10 years term. I would request all the non-members, today being a special day of Shakti 2022, please leave your name, non-members of ISHRE, please leave your name and your contact details today, and you again walk away with Shakti gift hampers, being a special day of Shakti by ISHRE. So please do leave your name to me during the lunch break and you get yourself the Shakti gift hamper. With that note, as I talk, you can see the ISHRE video being played in the background. And with that note, we will break for lunch. The coupons are there at the exit. Please collect the coupons and then we get back for another exciting second half. We have a very interesting IIT officer talking about a very nice topic and then followed by another interesting game. Again, a chance for all of you to win Shakti gift hamper. And please do click snaps as you have lunch with your friends and colleagues, because those snaps are going to be used for another game. So with that, we will close for lunch, and then the lunch is about 40-45 minutes. We get back and then start our second session. Thank you once again. We'll catch up for lunch. Thank you.
Hello. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. So, second. Hi. nice of you, Lakhan. So nice. Thank you for wonderful support.
Just me, you can see this.
Yeah. Hi, the little angel is there. She's playing around.
This is the cutest Eastern member. Woman in ball.
Wow. Hi, Charu.
Hey, bol.
Hello.
मी बाहेर आहे शक्ती आणि हे आत आहे.
Okay. You are on live. You are YouTube live.
Recording चालूच आहे.
मी recording stop करतो 1 मिनिट. स्टॉप केली recording आता. तुम्ही एन्जॉय करा आता फूड आणि नंतर मग बघू आपण. ठीक आहे.